Today we're doing a special summertime barbecue show on mamasboytv. We're cooking kebab, and we've got a great spread. It's a meal if you want to impress your friends with a different kind of barbecue. It's super tasty, healthy, and perfect for entertaining. Now, let's get outside, get to the barbecue, and show you how this is done. The main ingredient for this dish is obviously the meat. So this is a mixture of lamb and beef, and you can get it at any Persian butcher shop. And you just ask them for kubide mix. I've got about 1.5 pounds here, and I like to add a little bit of kick to it, so I add about 4 chili peppers. Just going to add in the chilies here, as I said, just to add that extra kick. And so adding it to our lamb and beef mixture. This is basically about 80% lamb and about 20% beef. So this is the key part of this process, which is really creating the kebab on the spears that we use to cook for later. So we brought in Jon, who's been really good with his hands, as you guys have seen in previous episodes, to help us with the process. Jon, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm excited to be here. I've never made a kebab before, so I'm just going to grab a spear and get going.
All right, so Johnny, grab a piece of meat.
Yep.
You want to get about a handful.
Okay.
And the Persian butchers have sort of seasoned this already and kind of created it into a nice consistency so it's easy to do. So just kind of work it into the spare so you kind of get it a little thin so there's not a lot of chunks, and spread the meat out. Wow, you look like you're a natural at this, Johnny. So we keep going here.
Okay. I'm just following an expert lead here. That's all I'm doing.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
Thanks.
So keep spreading it out. Keep spreading it out. And we just kind of work that until it's, as I said, sort of nice and thin around the spears. So again, once you have that done, Jon, I think you're ready to go. That's perfect, actually. Good. So then make your hand into scissors like this. Now we're going to kind of stylize it. And this is the look that you get with the finished product when you buy this from an Arabic store. So you basically clip it like that. Clip it, and to create those divots, to add that style. And there you go. And then at the top, clip that off. And this is really doing to close the meat so it doesn't fall off when we're cooking. And then just snip it off at the end, at both ends, like that. And there you go. There's your kebab. So what we're cooking on today is a traditional Persian barbecue called a mangal. And you can get these at the Persian store. I love these little barbecues. You can take them with you. But the other reason is they're sort of an open pit. And you obviously add charcoal to this, which I love because it gives you that sort of natural barbecue flavor. But basically it's open so you can add the spears with your kebabs on top of it. The other great thing is if you want to just do regular barbecue, I do a little improv here and add on just a grill on top, and voila, I have a barbecue. So we're just going to get the coals ready, and you kind of don't want the flames, you just want the coals that are red hot consistency and ready to go. So I'm going to use my professional fan here and continue to fan these coals until I've got them to a nice consistency with a nice high hot temperature. Then we'll start cooking our kebabs. So just grab our kebabs that have been pre-done already on the spears, as you guys saw. I'm just going to lay them on top of the mangal like that. So I'm just kind of doing this for each one. And I just said, that's a great thing about the mangal. It's that sort of open pit with coals. It gives you that nice sort of flavor, that real barbecue flavor. Just going to leave these to cook. And the cooking time, again, you want to get your coals super hot. So the cooking time for each one is about 5 minutes on each side. Probably not even that long. These seeks get really hot. These spears get very, very hot, so be careful. I'm using a piece of bread. You can use whatever you want, but here you go. There's a finished piece of kebab. So now we're at our last kebab, and what you want to do is start roasting your tomatoes. And these add, again, a nice flavor to complete the entire meal. So just spear the tomato. And we're just going to use our mangal again to conveniently, Jon, tomato, thanks. To conveniently roast these tomatoes, similar way that we cook the kebabs. Just get about 3 of them here, and I'm just going to line them up, and voila. All right, so we're done. We finished with the mangal outside. As you can see, it was quite an easy, simple process. Yeah. Jon, you ready to dig in and try this?
Looks great.
As you remember, we roasted some tomatoes, so we've got our roasted tomatoes here, and we brought in some vegetables or some salad mix. So we've got some mint and cilantro, and I'll show you how we mix that up. And here we've prepared some yogurt with chopped up cucumber and black pepper. And this just add a nice little sort of tangy flavor to the kebab. And then we're going to eat this with pita bread. So again, pita bread you can purchase in any sort of Arabic or Persian store. And John, let's do this.
Looks good. Looks good.
So just grab a pita bread.
Thank you.
I mean, you can eat this any way you like. I like to kind of sort of prepare a roll. So get some cilantro in there, some mint. John, just I guess do whatever you like, but this is kind of how I do mine. And then the tomatoes, these guys are going to pop open as soon as you get them because they've been cooking for a while. And I just kind of slice it. I want to get a nice burnt roasted piece. And again, just add that in here. Add a sliced piece of tomato. Sort of preparing my pita bread. And the same thing with the yogurt. Just going to take some yogurt and just going to get it in there with the cucumber mix. So you can see I'm sort of preparing that roll. And then I'm going to dig into a kebab. This little guy here looks pretty tasty. Grab that, put it in there. Notice we put some bread at the bottom. That's really just to soak up the extra oil from the kebabs. I'm just going to roll that together. Okay, so I'm just going to dig in here. We've had like 3 good mouthfuls and you got a break and you can talk to us. What do you think of the meat?
I love it. I think it's great. This whole thing works really well together. The meat is perfectly seasoned. I like the mixture of the tomatoes and the greens and the yogurt and cucumber here. Really works together. What I really like though especially is the meat. You could taste the charcoal flavor. So putting it on that charcoal barbecue really makes a difference.
Yeah.
So well done. Really.
That's the secret ingredient here, guys. It's the charcoal. Thanks again for watching. Check out for the recipe on mamasboytv. Until next time, see you soon.
Go.
So John, what are your thoughts?
I love it. I love it. The meat, that Persian.
Good.
Okay, so I'm just going to dig in here. Mm-hmm. Before you talk about it. I mean, it's very similar to our ancestors. Imagine 200 years ago sitting around a fire, you know, just grabbing some meat, putting it on a stick, because they didn't have this, you know, technology back then.
In the early 1800s,
Exactly.
they could have been doing this.
Yeah, totally. So, you know, it's very, very relaxing kind of process.